Within the last few months, Konami has given us such good reprints at a very low price. So I thought, well, it would only be fitting to make a top 10 list of cards that are all going to be under $1. Take into consideration that not every single one of these cards are from the recent reprints, but are still of great value and can do massive work for you. So to start it off, we're going to go with Dino Wrestler Pinkertops. With an impressive 2600 body and a quick effect to tribute itself to pop one card, Pinkertops is really just a one-man army. As every turn 2 player knows, on a good day, you can special it out, run over a monster, then tribute itself for destruction. With just a single card. Man, breaking boards have never felt so easy. At the very least, it'll out one card on the board, giving you a leg up to dismantle the rest of your opponent that turn. In the number 2 spot, we got Book of Moon. This card never seems to go out of style. With the simple effect of placing one monster of your choice in face-down defense position, it seems as functional today as it did in the past. Outing negates and bringing floodgate monsters to a halt, Book of Moon's universal appeal is within its chaining ability. Being a quick spell, you can chain this card from your hand during your turn, and if set, it can be used like a trap card on your opponent's turn. Since its release in 2003, Book of Moon has not lost any of its playability. An astounding feat, considering most cards this good remain on the ban list, or they return to the game with no competitive value. Another card that rivals Book of Moon's testament to time is Imperial Order, taking out the number 3 spot. Floodgating your opponent has always seen play, but this card in particular can bring back terrible flashbacks. Negating all spell cards is nothing to slouch over, albeit not every deck can afford to run a card this heavy. As it stops all players alike, your own spell cards are now going to render useless. But in the right deck, it can make and break plays before your opponent even gets a chance to start their board. Notable decks like the Paleo Frog, in which you don't run many spells to begin with, this could be an all-powerful card on your side or your main deck. But at the cost of 700 life points per standby phase, you kinda need to know if you can shoot for the game within a few rounds. The next card we got is in for a hot debate. Forbidden Chalice takes the number 4 spot. Forbidden Chalice, Effect Veiler, and Infinite Impermanence in hindsight mirrors one another's ability to negate a monster effect, but the interactions and timings that go along with each card differ. Effect Veiler is a hand trap but can only be activated during your opponent's turn, but it can also be used as a monster if needed. Being that it's a level 1 spellcaster tuner, there are more than one ways to utilize Veiler. While Impermanence can be activated as a hand trap, under the condition that you don't control any cards on the field. Impermanence has an added effect that negates all the spells and trap cards placed below the monster it targeted for that turn. Placing your cards strategically is very important, as Impermanence is the dominant card to run for most players. Both cards serve as an interruption towards your opponent's opening board. While Chalice can't do that, it can interact very well during your turn. Then if it's set, it can act as a trap card afterwards like Impermanence, and it increases the attack of the monster you targeted by 400 points. Being that Veiler is just over $1, running either or is not going to break your bank. There is no better card from one another, it's just how you play them and which one will benefit you the most. Now we got a card coming out of the recent Maximum Gold set, starting off with our number 5 slot, Lady Debug. Lady Debug is a staple in many of the Cyberse archetype. Upon summon, you can search your deck for one level 3 or lower Cyberse monster and add it to your hand. And if there's one thing that the Cyberse archetype is known for, it's link climbing. Although innocent in nature, Lady Debug can become a walking, talking access code all by herself. In decks like the Salamangreat, starting with this card is pretty much a full combo. Once a $10 to $7 card that could only be sought out within a structure deck, it has now become reprinted and can be played for under $1. The next card we have, also coming from Maximum Gold, is Link Kuriboh at the number 6 spot. It has many reprints but continues to hold on to a price tag over $1 until Maximum Gold. A staple in many combo decks, you can special Link Kuriboh with any one level 1 monster on board. Serving as an extender, it breathes life into tokens that was just once a normal monster and turning it into a full-fledged Dark Effect monster. As many Link monsters cannot be summoned with normal monsters or tokens, Link Kuriboh kinda fits the missing piece in most combo decks. As if that wasn't enough, it can revive itself from the grave if you tribute one level 1 monster on board, much like how it's summoned from the extra deck. While on board, if your opponent declares an attack, it can tribute itself to reduce that monster's attack to 0 for the remaining battle phase. The Dino deck and Gokis showcase Linkuriboh's ability to extend plays past their own archetype is astounding to say the least. Sitting in the number 7 seat, we have Herald of the Arclight, everyone's favorite go-to negate. The combo mix plays with Hauki Firebrax, Metal Marcher, and Link Cross is equivalent of watching your favorite meal being assembled. In this case, it comes in the form of a Warlord Savage, a Link 4 of your choice, and 1 or 2 negates. And one of those negates is your very own Herald of the Arclight. Being an Omni negate for 1, and then a Dimensional Fissure for 2, Herald of the Arclight will soon be seeing play past its current typecast, as its third effect can search for a ritual monster or spell from the deck if sent to the grave. The new and mighty Dratrons will surely adopt this card, and the old Herald of the Arclight may be taking a backseat for a while. With the ban list just right around the corner, any one of these 3 could be seeing a hit, creating a rift between this combo play at large. Developing strategies non-reliant of the 3 is in the near future, and many have already succeeded in doing so. At number 8, we have Elder Entity Entis, Dogmatica's favorite board-breaking machine. It's quite simply a match made in heaven with these 2, as when Entis is sent to the grave, it pops 1 card on the field, and if you have Nadir Servant, Punishment, Dogmatica Maximus, it's pretty much a free destruction. Before being reprinted in the Maximum Gold, it debuted in the 2017 Megaton. And boy, was it a hot card to get when the Dogmatica lineup hit shelves in late August of this year. In its new gold rare, the once expensive Dogmatica deck is now just a little bit less expensive. With many decks synergizing with the Dogmaticas, this card is sure to follow along for the ride. Nearing the end of the list, we got number 9 and 10. The much anticipated and still anticipating from when this video will release is the Nightmare package. Nightmare Phoenix and Nightmare Unicorn. Coming out of the new set Genesis Impact of mid to late December, 2 of the most played extra deck monsters in the game are now available for pre-sale and both are under $1. Nightmare Phoenix, a Link 2 that pops 1 spell or trap card if you discard a card from the hand upon summon. And Nightmare Unicorn is a Link 3 with the same conditions as Phoenix, but can return 1 monster from the field to the deck. Konami has been really looking out for us in these recent reprint sets, and what a great way to close the end of the year set with these 2. This video is all my opinion on what I feel is great cards under $1. I'm sure I've missed plenty of other great cards. I hope everyone is doing well, and well, that's really all I got. And I'll see you in the next round.